Hello, hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you all are well. I'm doing very good today. It's Friday. I've got my blanket on. I've um had my breakfast, and so I am doing well. Let me go quickly and check and make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to be working. Um, because last night during my show, I had some gremlins and it was a little frustrating, but it was okay. I think it was a really good show. Tonight, we're going to be doing our third installment of our 12 movies of Christmas, and it is going to be 1951 version of A Christmas Carol with Alastair Sim. So, yes, so everything looks good there. Let me like myself and just share this out to the world. Well, at least the Twixverse and the Threadosphere and my little Discord. Well, let's see what we can. We have Twixverse, Threadosphere, and Discordvania, Discordia. I'll post it over in Discordia. Sorry, I just think that I'm stupid sometimes. Oh, whoops. There we go. So we're gonna post this over into the Twixverse, and there we go. And then we're going to go over to Threads, and I will post it over there in Threads. We post it over here, post, and then I'm going to go over to Discord and let me post it over there. Any of you guys that are on my Discord that stream, you can always go over here and post um, your shows over here on my chat at the very top. We have a spot. I'll show you right here. Let me put this up here so you can see real quick. Right here, it says promote yourself. It's at the very top. So you can promote yourself um, on my Discord also. Another way for people to for you to be able to reach out to people. Um, so I have that one. I have that. Let me go back here and go over to Sashi's food page. So there we go. And we have a poll. Um, and today is Put on Your Own Shoes Day. Since the origins are not completely known, the creator of this uh, celebration has given us free reign to use our imaginations. You can see this as a day as a metaphor for proudly strutting your stuff or or teaching a toddler to put on their shoes. The beauty is it is up to you. So put on your own shoes today. Be your own person. Help somebody um, that isn't able to put on their shoes or teach them how to do it themselves. For because of that, our meme, they are going to be memes. We are having shoe memes today, but also our poll today. I like this type of shoe best: sneakers or tennis shoes, sandals or flip flops, dress shoes or none. I like to go barefoot. So those are our that is our poll today in honor of Put on Your Own Shoes Day. And I got that from nationaltoday.com. Today It's Friday, December 6th. How many days are left in the year, you might ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. Well, first off, I'm going to tell you there's 341 days have already passed in this year, and we have 19 days until Christmas. I'm keeping you guys waiting. And then we have 25 days remaining in 2024. So if you have any plans to get something done before the new year, you have 25 days to do it. So good luck there. And here we go. Today is Friday, and we've got a positivity beam zapping at you. Huzzah! Yes, I hope you all have a positively wonderful day. Um, so yes. And I'm going to say hello to the chat. We have Snortopoopus Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. Hello to you, Snortopoopus. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. We have Connie Clary. Good morning. Good morning to you. We have some hellos. Um, and I hope that your Friday has started off well. Sarah Bot and Stream Elements have joined me over at Twitch, so they're going to watch over there. We have a Phantom Outsider. Hello, hello, hello. We have Sci-Fi Mombi saying good morning. Called work, nothing from HR so far, and in call work said it is what it is. LOL. Go with the flow. Just go with the flow. And we have hellos, and yes, happy Friday, y'all, with party hats and horns and all that fun stuff. We have Penny sending hugs. Hello, and hugs back to you, Penny. I hope your Friday has started off well. And yes, Friday, we're going to have some French fries, no, not really, fried fish, fried but oh, you know what I would love to have this morning? I wish I had I wish we had mashed potatoes. I don't eat them, but I wish we had mashed potatoes. I would eat them though if I did this. And I like frying them the next morning for breakfast. So you have fried potatoes and then you put an egg on top of it, a runny egg. Oh my gosh. And we have Yarn Witch Live. Good morning to you. I hope your Friday is finding you well. I says, "Ha ha ha, having been in childcare for a long time, I like this." Yes, I do too. I love this one. Yeah, put on your own shoes day. Um, I tell you, teaching my kids how to tie tennis shoes. They have Velcro and everything, but I'm like, no, my kids are gonna learn how to tie shoes so that they can wear lace up shoes if they want to. They don't have to, but if they want to, I want them to be able to tie a shoe. Well, um, there are some really difficult ways to tie shoes, and then I found, like, one of the easiest. It literally I struggled to teach them. Did the do the hole, do the rabbit ear, all that it didn't work. Basically, you made 2 loops, you flipped them around, you pulled them, and they were tied. Uh, so, yeah, it was, I'm so glad that, we did, have a successful put on your own shoes day. We have hellos and hellos and hellos. I don't think I'm missing anybody. Yes, the positivity beam. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to put this I should make this a little thing to put on the top corner during the show. And we have a Buddy Hepburn. Howdy, howdy to you. Um, I hope your day is starting off well. Interesting. Fried mashed potatoes, that's a great idea. Do you just fry them in patties in a pan? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I will, if they're a little too mushy, a little too mashed, um, you can put an egg in them. You can put panko in them or to kind of firm them up a little bit. But yeah, you just kinda make a little patty, and you fry them in the pan. Like I said, depending on the consistency of the mashed potato, sometimes, I, keep them kind of stiff the night before so that, um, they'll be nice to do, and I put them in a pan to kind of make it loafy like, and then I just slice them like bread and fry them like that. I also love doing that with, grits, leftover grits, um, putting them in a like a little rectangular pan and then slice them like bread and, fry them too. That's really good. And, we have some good mornings and good mornings. I'm make hoping I haven't missed anybody, and we yes, it is good teaching them Tai Chis, but it is a test in patience. Um, I saw a, "What are shoes?" I go, "Barefoot." Har, 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 hardy har. Well, we have 9 people over here watching on YouTube. Let's see how the poll has gone. We'll check that out before I go to my little bit of promos. Sneakers or tennis shoes are in the lead. Sandals, flip flops are second. Dress shoes are zero. I'm sorry. Sneakers and tennis shoes are in the lead. None. I go barefoot is second. And sandals, flip flops are third. And then dress shoes have nothing. I wear Vans. I guess I would they're not sneakers, they're really not any of those, they're just slip-on shoes. Um, so, um, if I wear shoes, I wear Vans. I prefer to go barefoot. My doctor doesn't like me going barefoot, but I said, "Such is life. It's what it is. It's what it is, man." So here we go. Tonight at 8 p.m., we are going to be reviewing, we mean me and Dad Man, um, Alistair Sim, A Christmas Carol. This is the 1951 version. Some places you find it under the name Scrooge. Um, and that will be our review tonight. We have already reviewed Jingle All the Way and Gremlins. They are both on my channel if you would like to go back and watch them. But tonight is Alistair Sim, A Christmas Carol. And yes, Snorter Poopies, you are a silly old bear. And hello, Miss Martin Muses. How are you doing today? I hope your day is finding you well. And Yarnwood says, I am in the rainy Northwest. Most of us want our feet covered. LOL. Yes. And let's see, tomorrow at noontime, we are doing the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Wednesday, we're going on vacation, so we're leaving on Sunday. Um, and we're going down to Orlando to Universal. Really looking forward to that. Um, but Wednesday at 8 p.m., we're going to review the movie Elf. Let's see here. In house, you're barefoot. Phantom says, going outside, I wear pick. They are no hands slip on casual shoes. So like slip on. Yes, I probably should have put slip ons for the fourth one, but I didn't. Some people like wearing dress shoes, heels, and all that stuff. Yucky no. And sci-fi asked, "You okay after the earthquake yesterday?" And a yarn witch about does the same thing. Barefoot in the house. If I could walk outside barefoot, I do. I live in Florida. Sometimes I put slides on just to go out because the cement is very hot. And yarn witch goes, "There was an earthquake. Oops." So everybody, I'm so glad you're here. It is 15 minutes into the show, 10:15 in my neck of the woods, which is the East Coast of the United States. And guess what? Da 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 da. It's puzzle time. Da 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 da. It's puzzle time. So let's get ready to do this. Wait, I got it now. Instead of wait, you ready? Let's get ready to solve it instead of rumble. Okay, I'm weird. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just weird. Um, yay, puzzle. Yes. Yeah, I'll put these last few ones up. And the buddy says, didn't feel the earthquake, but got a tsunami alert. Wow. Wow. And Yarwin says, we love your weird. Thank you. I don't voice half of the stuff that's in my brain. Yeah, I think it would scare people. So our first word, let's do audio today. We have audio and there is an I, but it is not in the fourth spot. So that's all we know about this word. We still have an E and a Y that we could use. Let's see. Piety. That will use all of our vowels in our second guess. We'll have used the E and the sometimes Y. So let's do that word. Think. And it is not that, but we've used all the vowels and we know that there is only an I in it. So only an I. So, and it's not in the second or fourth spot. So I'm going to let you guys see if you can think of some words. Today is National Bartender Day. Days of the year says most occupations have a day dedicated to them, and the job of tending a bar is no exception. National Bartender Day aims to make customers think about the great service their favorite bartenders give while pouring pints and mixing cocktails, as well as their great people skills of talking, listening, joking, and being a shoulder to cry on and a person to confide in. I am sure they love that. Over the centuries, a bartender's job has somewhat evolved from just pouring your pint or shot into being a therapist of sorts, to the points that these days, that's what bartenders are best known for, being the person you can tell all about your life's troubles while sipping an ice cold beer. Who could think of a better kind of therapy? So, okay, National Bartender Day. I don't know. I don't, I don't, I guess you can fake it. Fake caring. I just, yeah. I don't wanna hear everybody's problems when they're drunk. Um, so, yeah. So these could be brick. That's a good word. I'm going, "Why didn't you type brick?" I'm saying, "Why did Yarnwich type brick?" I don't I like trying to Yarnwich says it was a good word to use, for testing, though. I like to try to get all of as soon as possible, all of the vowels use. So in all the other words, they will be, yes, I imagine that's another way you have to be tough as a bartender. Yes. So let's type in the word brick and see if it is brick. It is got an R and an I, but it is not brick. There is no BCRK. So let's see. I was looking to see if there's it can't I was thinking bring, but there's no B. I was thinking maybe something with an ING at the end. Um, ring. Very that's a good one. WRING, ring. Not ring, so it's not ING. Let's see. I F. How about we'll use a double letter. How about frill? Frill. It was frill. And but the W now is at the beginning of the next word, and there is an ERT and an A. So we have that word as we talk about National Microwave Day. On December 6th, National Microwave Oven Day honors one appliance that changed how we use the kitchen. Quite by accident, self taught American engineer Percy Spencer discovered a way to heat food safely with microwaves. While working with an active radar in 1945, he noticed a melting chocolate bar in his pocket. The high powered microwave beams created a heating effect ideal for cooking. He deliberately attempted cooking popcorn with the microwaves. Next, he tried cooking an egg. Both the popcorn and the egg created dramatic results. However, the popcorn resulted in success, unlike the egg. The egg exploded in his fellow engineer's face. However, we can cook eggs in microwave ovens outside of their shells. Try poaching one. Spencer was employed by Raytheon. He continued experimenting with different methods of heating food safely with microwaves. He filed a United States patent application. Um, Raytheon filed a United States patent application for Spencer's microwave cooking process on October 8th, 1945. In 1947, they built the first commercially available microwave oven. It was called the Radar Range. And now an estimated 90% of homes in the United States have a microwave in them. So, a National Microwave Oven Day. Wonder if Spencer got any money from those microwaves that his company built. That was from nationaldaycalendar.com. I actually have mixed feelings about microwaves. Yes, so popcorn was the first microwave test. I guess you could see it. It would be very visual, it, what happens with it. I have bought uh, just ears of corn that were popcorn, and you take the popcorn and you put it in a bag and you put it in the microwave and it pops off of the ear of corn. That was kind of fun. I use my microwave very, very sparingly. I like heating my food up on the stove. Um, my husband and my family like using the microwave, so I keep one for them. But I'd much rather use the counter space for an air fryer. Um, but I'm not the only one living in the house. So we got to accommodate and be kind to everyone, do we not? And it is water. And then we have an F at the beginning, a CK at the end, and an O and an L. Today is a mitten tree day. Mitten Tree Day from nationaltoday.com says it's a fun holiday that encourages using and giving mittens. Mittens are the perfect solution, excuse me, to keep our hands warm when playing in the snow and building snowmen. But mittens are also the perfect gift for those who do not have a heater or fireplace to keep them warm. So purchase or knit, or you can even crochet some creative and colorful mittens that you would love to sport when you step out of the house, plus a few extra for someone less fortunate than you. Surprisingly, sometimes we even need mittens here in Florida. It can get a little chilly, and us, well, I can't say all of us, but a lot of us are wimps. Don't do cold well. Phantom Outsider sitting here playing the game, and he's saying flock, flock, flock to me. Then we have a P and I, and then there's a T, O, and an N. The O is not in the third or fourth spot, so fifth spot, so it is in the fourth spot. The T is not in the third spot, and the N is not in the fourth. So it's P-I blank O, and the T has to be in the fifth spot, so it has to be Pinot. Sci-fi says, boy, did we need them this morning in Missouri, 17 degrees this morning. And Yarnway says, I'm actually knitting some mittens for my husband for Christmas now. Very nice. We have an AL at the beginning and OY at the end. Um, I have a hard time. I want to learn how to knit socks, but I struggle with that whole starting it with the circle and the round and using the 4 needles. Um, and I'm going to get it one day. I have a lot of books on um, socks, and I think they would be fun to start knitting. Um, but I I'm struggling with it. So we have alloy from a Phantom Outsider, and then we have an I in the second, an ET at the end, and there is an R. And the R can be in either spot. I have no idea what this word is. Sci-Fi says, I complain about the 30s here in Missouri too, LOL. Yarnwood says, I was complaining about our third. Oh, Yarnwood says, I was complaining about our 32 degrees this morning. Uh, um, Sci-fi, I complain about 30s here in Missouri too, LOL. And Phantom says, it's 30 here now, up from 26 earlier. Let me tell you, okay, I'm going to be mean. Let me see if it shows it here. Um, Trying to find it. Today, right now, at 10 a.m., it's 50 degrees, it says. Wait, yeah, Jacksonville, Florida, mostly clear, 50 degrees. And it's going to get up to, it says 59. That's in Fahrenheit. In Celsius, it's 10 degrees here and then get up to 15 degrees. I don't believe it. Our tomorrow, well, it says our high, it says should be 62. Tomorrow our high will be 61, our low will be 35. So Sunday our high will be 68, low 40. So, and it's sunny those days. So I guess I whine when it's 50. Um, Yummer says, haha, if I can be of any help with figuring things out, let me know. So disclaimer, I'm not a fan of knitting socks. Absolutely, I will. I think I get frustrated and I sometimes can't get my fingers to do what my brain wants. You know what I mean? As far Phantom says about the temperature, not that I care anymore. I only go out when I want to, and usually afternoon when it's a bit warmer. I said, and I'm guessing that's why people like to retire to Florida. LOL. Rivet, thank you, because I had no idea what this word was, Penny. R I, and I'm going to type it in the comments now instead of over here. RIVET, rivet. And it was a rivet. Then we have an A at the beginning, an E in the fourth, an N not in the third spot. And that's all we know. That is all we know. Yes, I, I understand. We're talking some knitting here. I understand that, especially with double pointed needles. Talk about fiddly. Yes, yes, and It's not that I know what to do. The first thing I ever knitted, I knitted it was for a American Girl doll, and it was a cape jacket. It was really, really cute. I got it was a free directions. Is the Oh, you're catching up. So, I was looking at the directions and it had I can't remember what it did. They had these very it was a more complicated pattern than probably somebody that just knitted their first the first thing I knitted was a square, but then I was like, "Okay, well, let's do this because it's cute." Um, it was involved, but listen to this yarn, which I'm looking at the directions and I'm going and I talked to my friend who's a seasoned knitter, and I'm going, "These directions aren't right." And she goes, "Trust the directions." I'm like, "No, they're not right." And so I actually changed the I changed the pattern because it was wrong. So not only what was it that there was it wasn't like an increase or a decrease. There was another kind of thing that you did which kind of, gave the jacket some shape. But, yeah, the pattern was incorrect, and I corrected the pattern on my very first, really foray in knitting. So I can understand the pattern and I can, kinda look ahead and get the concept of it, but socks, I just have actually the application, the mechanics of it, are where I struggle. And we have someone, Snorter Poopers, who said ashen, Ashen, and it was ashen. Then we have a TLE at the end, and then there is an O. So I haven't knitted in a while. I've got some gorgeous yarn or crocheted. I like doing both of them. Let's see. Today is a National Gazpacho Day. From days of the year, cold, delicious soup can be a refreshing alternative and bring joy to any table or gathering. Keep things interesting and celebrate this unique soup on National Gazpacho Day. It's a chilled vegetable soup with a tomato base and roots in Spanish cuisine. It can be traced back to the region of Andalusia, Spain, where it was likely a food for peasants, vineyard laborers, and shepherds. The name for the soup is likely derived from the Arabic term for soaked bread. Interesting. This makes sense because originally gazpacho soup was likely made from stale bread that was soaked in the vinegar and water, then pureed with a mortar and pestle. Of course, today it is made very differently. In addition to tomatoes, vegetables, and perhaps croutons, modern gazpacho recipes may include ingredients such as chopped eggs, cucumber, or bell pepper. They may be made slightly sweeter with an almond base and including fruits like chopped grapes. Today's recipes are usually made in a blender or food processor that purees the ingredients into a delicious, smooth texture. Because this soup has been around for a long time, many variations on it exist, making it even more fun to celebrate due, it, due to its opportunities to be creative. National Gazpacho Day. For a Spanish class, my oldest was in, they had to make gazpacho, and it was really good. Yarn, which I have the same issues with socks, knitting them. It hurts my brain, and I don't know why. Um, so we have a motel, Motel. And then we have an MO at the beginning, an N in the fourth, and a U and a D. A Phantom says, I learned to crochet in grade school. I doubt I remember how. It was a way for the adults to give me something to occupy me and keep me out of trouble. And we have a name we cannot pronounce. Stop everything. It's Mrs. Dadman time. hello to you. I hope your day went well and your evening is better. It's 7 hour. Is it 5? Is it 5 p.m.? Is it 5 p.m. over there? I'm trying to remember my time frames there. And do we have name we cannot pronounce chose barefoot like a hobbit. Barefoot like a hobbit. I need to take and put change some of the times that I have on my clock that I can pop up here. It's okay, so it is a 7 hour. Okay, I was right. Yes, 17:36, which is in non 24-hour time, 5:36 p.m. So I remembered. Maybe doing these streams is helping my brain. And to Yarn Witch Mara from a name we cannot pronounce, Morituri te Salantat. And then Yarn Witch sends back a heart. So this word, I think we know it, Mound, mound. And then we have an OY at the end, and then there is an E and an E and an N. See if people can type in what this word is. We have a National Minor Day, National Miners Day, and that's not people under the age of 18. That are people who work in the mines. This day reflects on the sacrifices and offers time to show appreciation to the mining country's hardworking individuals. As we honor their accomplishments and remember the tragedies that these hardworking individuals experience, the country must keep in mind that mining is one of America's most dangerous jobs. Miners put their lives at risk every day. They contend with health and safety issues as well as an uncertain future. In 1969, the Coal Mine Health and Safety Act, as well as the Federal Mine Safety and Health Act of 1977, were created to oversee the safety and health for all miners. We use products every day made from raw materials excavated from mines. These materials are a result of the work of the miners. These men and women play a much more crucial role in our lives than most people realize. Now, this is a holiday celebrated in the United States, but mining is around the world, and I think we should even expand this to international for the being aware of the exploitation in the mining industry in some countries, and the desire to eradicate that. This day is on the day that marks the anniversary of the worst mining accident in history. It was on December 6th in 1907 in Monaga, Monaga, West Virginia. I apologize. The disaster resulted in the deaths of 362 miners. In 2009, Congress proclaimed the day be observed each year on December 6th. Um, and And Phantom says the mole people, they dig all the time but never extract anything. Go figure. Yes, I corrected it. It's not those that are. Let's see. Phantom says, for some reason, Snorterpoopus wants to know why his favorite shoes, the pointy ones, I'm guessing stilettos, aren't on the list. Well, there would be those would be under dress shoes. Why is the polar bear wearing those? No idea. He goes barefooted. Um, National Miners Day. Yes, I got to do this because yes, it does sound like it's saluting those under the age of 18. Um, and what a name we cannot pronounce said to a Yarnwich. He says it's Latin. It means to those who are about to die, I salute you. It's the gladiators' salute towards Caesar in the Colosseum. The seven dwarfs are the world's most famous miners. That is correct. And Dadman is sneakers all the time, even in the house. Shoes at all times. Thank you, miss. And I'm back at 280 again. I didn't even check because it just keeps moving up and down. Thank you for whoever subscribed. That is greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you for the 9 votes over there in the poll. And thank you for the 8 um, likes and the 12 people that are watching. If you're still watching and haven't hit that like button, hit that like button, please. Does anybody have any idea what this word is? I'm going to give you a little bit more and then I will type it in. And yes, congrats again on 180. It keeps going 180, 279, 180, 279. So we'll see if it sticks and goes up this time. Um, yes, Dadman wears shoes all the time. I hate it. Ugh. My shoes. I have a shoe rack by the door that has all my shoes in it because 90% of the time, when I come in, my shoes directly go off. I need to get me some slippers. Dadman, that's something you can get me for Christmas. They have some cute little character slippers at Walmart by the men's sweatpants. Take off your shoes, everyone. We barefoot need to win that poll. Yes, we do. So we have an E and N that we don't know where they're going. OY at the end. So we are going to enjoy this stream. And it is enjoy. Then we have hider. Then we have lined. Oh, it would be so funny if that was mine. And then we have an MU with a Y at the end. And then there is a R and a K. National Pawnbrokers Day. Let me check something out here. It is a National Pawnbroker Day from nationaltoday.com. The word pawn comes from patinum, a Latin word for cloth or clothing. Pawnbroking history goes back thousands of years to the ancient Roman and Greek empires and China in the East. Pawnbrokers provide cash loans in exchange for goods and property as collateral. The pawnbroker returns the collateral after a person repays the loan with interest. If clients don't pay up, they forfeit their property and the pawnbroker can sell it. Pawnbrokers can also play the role of a charitable organization. In Perugia, Italy, a Franciscan friar, Barnaba Manasseh, started the Monte di Piete initiative in 1450. The movement offered financial aid to people, giving them no interest loans for pawned items. The idea was to get people to make donations to the church as opposed to paying interest. The idea gained popularity in Italy and then spread to other regions in Europe. It might surprise you to know that musical instruments are among the most pawned items over the centuries. On Pawnbrokers Day, pawnbrokers often donate the forfeited instruments to schools or charitable organizations who need them, which allows children who wouldn't ordinarily have access to these instruments the opportunity to use them. Talk about modern day heroes. But they weren't always considered heroes. From 1603 until 1872, an act was passed against brokers that aimed to undermine counterfeit brokers throughout London. Brokers in this category referred to as fences. In England, the Pawnbrokers Act of 1872 established regulation that protected pawnbrokers who unwittingly sold stolen items. It also established the interest rate on pawned items and general guidelines that define the industry to this day. So, history of a National Pawnbrokers Day. That is some history about it. There, I'll get my words all right here. So we are pretty much getting done with our solutions here. So, um, yeah, I'm trying to get back. Let's see. Phantom says sci-fi. Not all polar bears, I think, but Snortopoopas is always up to mischief, and we love Snortopoopas's mischief. And then Phantom says murky. Then we have sided and blood and ELUD. Um, and whatever the last letter is. And Dadman says, hey, it protects your toes from hard objects. And Fallout Dave, hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're well. And asked if Dadman's tried OG Fortnite yet. Nope. He answers later, nope. Um, he says that he maybe later can barely see since I had to walk outside. Bad reception and listening coworkers taking, and so you're taking a quick break. Um, and name we cannot pronounce says, Mr. Yes, Mr. Dadman Walking. That's the only good quality of a shoe. I'm hurting my pinky toes all the time. My pinky toes hurt when I wear certain shoes. That's where I get Vans. I like something with I don't like my toes getting all squished up. I got wide feet, and I got wide feet because I probably don't wear shoes. And Connie Clary, hello. I think I said hello to you earlier. Go State says Dadman to Connie. And Follow Dave says, at work, I haven't yet either. And Fallout Dave playing the game says elude. It was elude. Then we have a world. Then we have an A, an M, and a P, and then an LE at the end. Let's see. And Connie's like, absolutely, woohoo! And Yartwich says, hello, Dadman Walking. He says, actually, Dadman Walking, hey, friend, sorry I was feeding the crows, LOL. Ha ha ha. Just the usual here. How are you? Dadman asked a question earlier to Yarn which I don't remember. I remember the question, but I don't remember what it said. Ample, AMPLE, like the huge circle Snortopoopas likes, LOL. And Fallout Dave says, looking at the OG Fortnite now, I got a new character for free, Renegade Rebel. Is she familiar to longtime players? And Deb and the Crows, that's cool. I'm just taking a quick break at work. Have to walk outside to get reception. LOL. We have um ample, and then we have an H at the beginning and in the middle, E at the end with a G. We have 15 people total watching, 12 people over on the YouTube side. Thank you very much for that. And today is actually Faux Fur Friday. I'm not going to go through my whole thing I said last year. Faux fur, also known as fake fur, has made its debut in 1929. It was made from alpaca wool. Faux fur increased in quality as synthetic fibers became available. The fibers not only allowed for more variety and texture, but they also provided warmth. While the neo fur didn't breathe as well as animal fur, nor did it insulate as well, it lasted longer. Animal fur required refrigeration to avoid it degrading. Whether you call it fake, imitation, or simulated, faux fur has found a place in fashion design. Designers use it as an accent on clothing. They also create decor and entire ensembles. Faux fur comes in every color imaginable, and that's another thing about it. You can just color it and have hot pink, purple, lime green. You can have it look like anything you want. So Faux Fur Friday. And that was from National Day Calendar. We have Hinge, Henge. Fallout Dave says some of the OG quests are dance near fish trophies and set off car alarms. Yes. We have an A at the beginning, an E at the end, an S that is not in the second spot, and a B that can be anywhere. I have no idea. Follow Dave, I missed the end of the stream last night. I laid down watching the stream and suddenly it was over. Well, I'm glad that you could relax while watching it. Um, it I don't know if you missed it. I was showing the pictures of the show, and then Gremlins must have gotten on my computer, and it wouldn't let me do it anymore. It was quite frustrating. And Phantom says, right, it doesn't matter what you call the fur as long as you do not get it off of our polar bear pal Snortopoopas. I may tease him, but no one is allowed to skin him. So we have a base, A-B-A-S-E as the word, because Fallout Dave is still playing the puzzle. And it was a base. And then we have M-E and probably a double S here, S-S-Y, messy. Then we have ICE at the end, T and a W. The W can't be in the first spot, so there's a T, so the W is here. So this is twice. Last thing I remember, the old lady got launched headfirst into the snow. That's yeah. So you got past the thing. Yeah, that um I actually do enjoy that movie. And Yarmouth says, glad Fallout Dave is on it because I've been getting stumped. I love word puzzles, but I'm no good at them. So yes, it was weird that it just, I don't know if it was the website or just those pages or what. Um, so we have eking. If you play them a lot, they start doing the same words. So we have a U in the middle, a T at the end. The S cannot be in the fourth or second spot. So the S is at the beginning of the word. The P can be in the second or fourth. The R cannot be in the second, so the R has to be in the fifth. So we've reduced from all of that, if we didn't know what the word was, that it is spurt, which Fallout Dave said. And Yahweh says, ha ha ha, thanks. I am a weirdo. That is okay. Then we have a U-E-S-S and there is a G. Now, usually if there's a U in the second spot, I'll put in the Q here. But because there's a G, I know that the G does not go at the end because right here it tells me it doesn't. And also it just doesn't make a word. So we have a G, U-E-S. So if the T was available, we could say guest, but the T is not available. So there is an S. Whoops, that's not an S, a guess. Can't be quest because there's no T. No T in that. But I do believe it is a guess. And then we have a RA in the second and third, an E at the end, and a P and a D. Our last celebration, let's go ahead and talk about it, is a National Salesperson Day. This is from daysoftheyear.com. Being a salesperson can be a tough job, especially during the holiday shopping season, and they don't always get treated well because their role often comes with a bad rap. This kind of work requires a certain skill set, an incredible ability to identify what is needed and when, and to know every square inch of the products like the back of their hand. And it helps if they can be friendly at the same time. They're expected to be an all knowing repository of everything their store contains. And if they are part of some worldwide of whoops, one second. I'm sorry. My foot got caught. Um, let's see. And as if, oh, they're supposed to know the store inside out as they're part of some worldwide hive mind of sell people, often what's going on at other stores, including their competitors. There's some people expect them to know everything. They need to be patient as they discern the needs of their customer when the customers themselves don't even know. They need to point them in the right direction, even when the customer is being difficult. National Salesperson Day commemorates these amazing people and what was was established to ensure that they do not go unrecognized. Yes, National Salesperson Day, especially this time of year. I'm sorry, I probably, uh, especially this time of year. Uh, be kind to your salespeople. Say thank you. Um, I know some people, it's frustrating, and I know that they probably get frustrated too. They have their own stresses. So just try to remember that they are human beings and not someone that you can take your anger out on just because you can't find that item that was on sale and it's sold out or whatever. I mean, they're trying to, you know, uh, get through the day sometimes. So be kind to your salesperson. Um, it is hard. I worked at my sister's. My sister had a consignment store, and let me tell you, by the end of the day, I wanted to kill people because they were so um, rude. I mean, there was stuff in the store that I mean, at retail, and my that store had, all ranges of clothing. They had, stuff that was Walmart brand, and then they had, designer clothes that, to buy them new was like 2, $300, and, she'd have it priced, like, usually she did I started off, like, at a third of the price. So, if the item was, like, $300, it was priced at $100. You know, they had, gorgeous, wedding dresses that they would get that were thousands of dollars that would be, $200 or $150. And people would go and complain about the prices, and it's like, then go buy a new one. Go spend $300 and buy a new one. I just wanted to hit them. And then people selling scarves that were a dollar, stealing them. It's like, really, people? What is wrong with you? I got so mad at people. I had to, by the end of the day, I'd look at my sister and go, my face hurts from having to smile. Ugh, I don't, and she was wonderful. She was a wonderful salesperson. She was wonderful at it. Yeah, I wanted to kill people by the end of the day. And we have the word drape. You were thinking of it as a king. What? Um, Phantom says eking is from eke as in just to get by, eking out a living. Oh, I was thinking of it as a king. Um, was that one of the words? It's still cold out, which is good at work since the AC is broke and they're too cheap to fix it. Oh my gosh. Yes, the description of the salesperson hits the nail on the head. Yeah, I don't. Is being kind to myself, buying myself a pizza for lunch? Absolutely. Enjoy that pizza. When the customer is being difficult, please point them to the customer complaint representative. Snortus Poopus Cuber. Um, Working retail just sucks egg. I'm glad now that that whole philosophy of the customer is always right, um, is thrown out the window when they are, being rude. I mean, they might be right, but if they're rude and disrespectful, I hope a manager, you know, backs up the worker. I mean, there's a difference between, saying, um, "I don't, you're not. I don't think you're right. Can I talk to a manager?" As opposed to, "You're a stupid idiot and a moron, and I don't want to deal with you. Can I talk to your manager?" You can even ask for a manager, in a way that's not, you know, nasty. Um, and Fallout Dave says, "You mean a snarky response isn't the way?" No. And Fallout Dave says, that description exactly describes a salesperson. I spent 10 years being abused by customers in retail. Phantom Outsider, rude, unpleasant, snarky, and disrespectful. If I went to work in retail now and someone was rude to me, I would ignore them. And then when they said, "Excuse me, I'm just talking to you," I said, "Oh, excuse me, I don't listen. I don't understand, asshole." So I probably couldn't be. Or I don't understand entitled, or I don't understand rude. I'm a human. When you decide to talk to me in the proper manner, then I will respond to you. I work really hard, to be nice, and if I'm in a bad mood, I kinda say, I apologize before I even open my mouth. I say, "I'm sorry, I'm in a bad mood." If I say something snarky, I don't mean it. I'm trying really hard. Yes, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna pay for it, and you're gonna agree and like it. Yes, that was Buddy from Buddy Hepburn, and yes, at the consignment stores, it was ridiculous. We were selling things for $3 and it says, "Can I get it for a dollar? Can I get it for $1.50?" I look at them, it says, "We're not a flea market and we're not a yard sale." No, that's the price. If you wanted to take a chance, with a consignment store, it starts off at a price, and then like a week later the price goes down, and then a week later the price goes down, and then by the fourth week it gets removed from the store, and the customers either pick their stuff up or we donate it. That's the way the consignment store that my sister did. So, something was $3 and they're like, "Can you mark it down?" And I tell them, like I said, "We're not a flea market, we're not a yard sale. If you want to wait till, let's see, that's a green tag. It's going to get marked down on a Friday. If you'd like to take the chance that it'll still be here on Friday and then we'll take 10% off of it," or whatever the thing was. Then you can take your chances. But no, we are not marking it down. So people go to a store to be nasty to workers who aren't allowed to fight back. No. See, I would, as long as you could, nicely fight back. I mean, you can't call them assholes or anything like that, but you can let the customers know for sure that, their behavior is not acceptable, and I think employees should have a right to say, "I am sorry, your behavior is not acceptable. I do not have to deal with this." And I think that, employees should be allowed to get managers to deal with rude customers and abusive customers. And, Fallout says, "I understand hermits for reasons like that." Yes. And he also says, same, "Abuse is the best way to put it. I purposely have kept my fiber business online and no business phone number because I want to limit that nonsense as much as possible." And yes, the things that some people try to do online. I mean, I have, I am amazed at the audacity of people. Oh my goodness gracious. Wait, this is the perfect word now for us talking about this. Theft. Yes, they want to do theft. There it is, right there. Theft. And they think it's okay. Yes, they forget you had to pay for that stuff, clean it, pay for rent, insurance on business, and pay taxes, everything. Yes, exactly. Objectively, I found the customer is wrong more often than right, and when they realize they're wrong, most of them won't apologize. Yeah, but yeah, there are people that are they truly just jerks, and they think, I think entitled sometimes is overused now, but I do think that they think because you're um, quote working for them, they're allowed to treat you any way you want they want, and that's just not the case. Um, and yes, I have said I'm sorry. Um, if I have complaints that, blah, 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 and they correct me, I'll go, "I am so sorry. I was misinformed. I didn't see it." Or, because sometimes there was a price and it rung up wrong, and I said, "This is the wrong price." And they go back there and they go, "No, it's not." I go, "Yes, it is. I saw the price." And then, sometimes we walk back there and they look and I see that they go, um, these were put in the wrong spot. This is actually the price form. And instead of me go, well, I should get it at this price because because if you do not learn how to read labels, you can tell that it's the incorrect one. I go, I'm so sorry. Um, Thank you for explaining it to me. Um, and just being nice. Um, I love to snark back at rude people. And I have loved it when I've been in line and I've been kind of far back, so I couldn't do anything, but there's someone being rude to an employee, and I love it when another customer puts them in their place. That's not acceptable. Um, or whatever. And it's just I love it when customers have the back of employees. I love the dummies that decide to be nasty to people at fast food places and restaurants. Yeah, yeah, I'm, like, worried they're gonna spit in my food, and when we go with people that are rude, we tell our waitress, "Please be nice to us on this end. We really had to go here with them. We're not like them, I promise." I have no idea what this word is, so I'm just kinda looking at it, trying to figure it out. It's something something blank OAT. Yarnwood says, "I worked at a large retail store and people still wanted to barter. I can only imagine how much people did that at consignment stores." Yes, yes. It was ridiculous, Yarnwitch. Never a good idea to piss people off who handle your food. There's enough risk there to begin with. Exactly. Be nasty to the people that are handling your food and saving you from cooking and cleaning up after. Mrs. Justin FYI, I'm calling in an early day. I just want to get that thing looked at on the car. Okay. No, I will not. I do not want to deal with rude drunk customers. Uh, as Connie says, try dealing with them. No, no. And False Dave says, I did more often rude high customers when I worked at Walmart in Denver. They should be able to say, I am here to help you, not be abused by you. Now, would you like to try again, or should I get my manager or supervisor? Exactly. And you know what? If I don't think I think that should be the case, and then have them deal with it. So this word is stout. I'm going to go ahead and type this word in so we can get the next one because we're gotten into this conversation, and there we go. We have stout, we have lived, and we have complete. We've completed the puzzle. Frill water flock, Pinot, alloy, rivet, ashen motel, mound, enjoy, hider, lined, murky sided, blood elude, world, ample, hinge, a base, messy twice, eking, spurt, guess, drape, crank, pansy, theft, stout, lived, and complete. Um, so there that is. We have completed that. We will close that we will do this. Put that here and do that. And now I can put some of the comments back on. Let's see here. Let's get all our banners. And let's see. Where are we at? I am so grateful I haven't had a nasty customer with the yarn business yet because it's bound to happen and we're still young. Yes, yes. And I hate them when they go, I'll just leave a negative review, you know. Um, and I would be fine. I will respond to it. I love it when they leave a negative review and then the business like puts the description or puts something on there going, it was right here and they didn't look at it. And Fallout Dave says to Deadman, good luck and may uh, the car hospital visit be a cheap one. And Buddy says, we were at Target looking at appliances. They had one left of an item, and this person opened the box to look at it. Then they asked the clerk if there were any unopened ones, and they said no. Then they asked the clerk if they could get a discount because it's opened, and the clerk said no. I watched you open it. Quite an argument after that, LOL. Yeah, see that people are so stupid. So stupid. So yeah, I didn't get down to the words here. Fallout Dave, yes, you did get the word stout. Um, that man says, I got a number of them on eBay, but I find the type of items I'm selling change how often I get bad customers. I find the type of items I'm selling change. Yes, depending on the item. I think some things attract more unethical people. Connie says, I worked in a bar for almost 11 years and in restaurants for almost 20. Bless you, my child. Oh my goodness. I try not to be grumpy out, but sometimes life weighs down, and then if they get to be silly, it doesn't help. Yes, and then I yell at them. Even I yell at them because even if it's stupid, it's a rule, and sometimes you just can't ask them to break the rule for you. And Fallout Dave says, that I'm sure that gave you a lot of stories to tell. So you worked at a bar. Did you like people blubbering their problems to you all the time? And Yarnwich, hubby and I were at a Starbucks drive-through when they fell behind. Things were really delayed on our order. The gal at the window was visibly worried about us getting upset. We assured her, of course, and told her to tell everyone behind us that we had a huge order and were being a pain in the butt so they don't give her grief. We have a theme park casual. Hello to you. I hope you are doing well today. What's the temperature where you're at? Everybody was sharing their temperatures today. Um, we're 50. We had people in the 30s. No, wait, we had people in the teens, 15 and 10. Um, and we're a freezing 50 degrees here in Florida. I heard you were talking about stupid people, so I showed up. No, we weren't talking about stupid people. We were talking about rude customers. And that is not you. I absolutely believe that that is not you. Um, your persona on your shows, I think, is who you are, and that we have actually met you, that you cannot be one of those rude customers because today is National Salesperson Day. And we were saying we need to be nice to our salespeople today, especially um, the holiday seasons where everybody is on edge. People are working longer hours, or they're not working long hours and they need money. It could be either way. Um, just people are stressed everywhere. So be nice. Just be nice to people. And Dave says selling Japanese collectibles, good customers. Pokemon cards and sports cars, awful customers. You probably have an older clientele, a more discernible, well, I think you have more so discernible clientele with the Japanese collectibles, and they understand what they're getting. You can have all types of people with Pokemon cards and sports cards, and they can be real boo boo heads. We have a Raymond Feliciano, KDTV. How are you, Raymond? I hope you are doing well. Let me um, do something real quick here. Let me see. Let's see if we can find some of these people. We had a theme park casual pop through. Say hello. I'm sure he's still hanging around. If you would like to show him some port. Oh, 32 degrees. That's what it was. Appears to be 56. You got a balmy 56. So help support theme park casual theme park. Trying to spell and talk at the same time. I'm typing these fairly quickly so we can get them. Theme Park Casual there. Help support his channel. Wonderful things if you like stuff theme park related. The West Coast Disney parks, Knott's Berry Farm. I don't know. Are there any other theme parks around there that you go to and stream from? And we have Dolphin TV. I think I spelled your name wrong. There we go. No, F. Okay, I think I did it correctly. But there's the link to Raymond Feliciano's channel. I'll go and check them out too. So it's 32 where Raymond is. It is 56 degrees where Theme Park Casual is. And oh, Dave says, reminds me, got to text the sales guy at the dealership about the stickers for the plate that aren't here yet. Well, good. I don't know, Mrs. C says, I feel like I'm surrounded by selfish and rude people. Well, you know what? Let it go. Just don't just don't let it bother you. That's what I do. I go to stores and I'm amazed at the rudeness of people. Um and so just let it go. Be above them. Just know that you're better. Theme parks also gone to SeaWorld San Diego, Legoland, and Universal Studios Hollywood, but mainly Disneyland and not then is it Knott's Berry Farm? What's it called? The theme park. But yes, so lovely streams. And I get to vicariously enjoy lots of foods and snacks that he tries. It's they're really fun. And we have hellos. And Raymond has a book signing tomorrow. Congratulations on that. Have fun there. Theme Park says, I hate it when people yell at the barista because their caramel wasn't done to their liking in their quote coffee. Yes, if you want it that specific, make the dang thing at home. You can. Just stop. Yes, if a lot of times if you just ask nicely, you say, "Hey, can I have a little more caramel or whatever?" Just do it. Um, just do it. But once again, I think some people just think they're entitled and allowed to be rude, and that just irks me. Don't be rude. Don't be one of those people. And so now it is a birthday time. I get my birthday information from thefamouspeople.com and Wikipedia. I put them on my Discord on the Wikipedia from Wikipedia. So here we go with our birthday celebrations today. Our first person is a name that I am probably going to just butcher. but I'm going to do my best. And a name we cannot pronounce, I am apologizing in advance for butchering this name. We have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Antetokounmpo, Compo, Antetokounmpo. I am so sorry. And usually, if you say them fast, you can get them, but I just can't get my uh, brain and my mouth to work together. Antetokounmpo. That it's that NMP that's getting me every time. Because that NMP, my it's hard to do. But he is known as the Greek Freak, a highly regarded professional basketball player for the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA. He is recognized as one of the greatest power forwards and players in basketball history. He started his career in Greece before entering the NBA through the draft in 2013. Throughout his career, he has earned numerous prestigious awards such as MVP titles, All-Star selections, and final MVP honors. His exceptional talents and accomplishments has firmly established him as a legend in the world of basketball. So, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo. I'm going to just quit saying it. We have Sarah Rafferty, which is an actress. A Boogie with the Hoodie, a rapper. I love his name. Henry the Sixth of England, who was a king. And we have Randy Rhodes. Let's see, what do we have here? Phantom says, remember Snortopoopus Raymond is signing the books he wrote. You cannot go in the bookstore and force people to give you money to sign random books. Then again, you are Pale Bear. So maybe you can get away with it. We have Randy Rhodes. Randy Rhodes. Oh, well, the first person was 30 years old. I was so focused on his name, I forgot to tell you how old he is. He is 30 years old today. Happy birthday, sir. I will just call you sir because I cannot say it. Could you imagine his last name on the back of his jersey? They'd have to use really small letters because not even like a football jersey, they can't go up the sleeves. Oh, I want to see if I can find a picture with him, the back of his jersey. Let's see if we can find a picture. So they say, let's. I've got to look because I want to see how they do his back of his jersey. Do they show? They're not going to show any. Come on, I want to see the back. I want to see his name on the back of his jersey. They're not going to show it ever. Come on, come on. I just want to see a picture of him doing a dunk or something. There is not one picture. Oh gosh, come on. There it is. Oh, okay, that's how they did it. They kind of curved his. So that's how they put his name on the back of the jersey. So, okay, I just had to look because the name is so long. I bet you they really, like, oh, how can we do this and make it look nice? So, I would love to get a jersey just because of that. So, sorry, I would be thinking about that until I saw it. So, thank you for indulging me that few moments to find that jersey. So now we will get back to where we were. We had Sarah Rafferty, who was an actress, a Boogie with the Hoodie, who is a rapper, Henry the Sixth of England, the King, Randy Rhodes, a highly influential American guitarist recognized for his contributions to heavy metal bands Quiet Riot and Ozzy Osbourne. He passed away at 26 years old. He blended classical guitar techniques with heavy metal. He played a pivotal role in pioneering the neoclassical metal subgenre. His exceptional skills were showcased on Osbourne's solo albums, including the iconic track Crazy Train. His fast technical guitar solos, as well as his popularization of techniques like two handed tapping and tremolo bar dive bombs, cemented his reputation as a significant figure in the history of metal music. Yes, the name was clever, and you wanted to see it. It became it became an issue. I was going to look until I found it. I just was, yeah, this has got to happen. And we have Satoru Iwata, passed away at 55 years old, a distinguished Japanese businessman with a strong influence in the video game industry. He served as the president and CEO of Nintendo. He focused on creative, innovative, and enjoyable game experiences rather than just pushing for the latest hardware. His contributions were pivotal in the development of games like Earthbound and the Kirby series. He also did the successful consoles Nintendo DS and the Wii. Under his guidance, Nintendo experienced substantial financial success. Satoru Iwata passed away at 55 years old. Agnes Moorehead, and a versatile American actress known for her work in radio, stage, and film. She passed away at 73 years old. She was in television for and all of those for over 5 decades. She was a prominent member of the Orson Welles Mercury Players and had notable roles in classic films such as Citizen Kane, Dark Passage, Showboat, and All That Heaven Allows. She received multiple prestigious awards and nominations, including an Emmy Award and two Golden Globes Awards. She is probably most remembered for her exceptional performances in Bewitched as Endora, Samantha's mother, Darren's mother in law, and The Wild Wild West. Rosebud. My phone, yes. Yeah, here. That's okay. Here. That's okay. Here. Hank says, hello, good morning. And we have, I'm like, what are you doing? You can do the rest of it. Then we have Ryan White. Ryan White lived to 18 years old. He was an American teenager. He became a prominent advocate for HIV/AIDS awareness. He was diagnosed with the disease due to contaminated blood treatment that also led to the start of testing uh, donated blood um, for that virus. Despite facing discrimination and being initially barred from attending school, his publicized conflict sparked a movement for AIDS research and education. Despite a grim life expectancy, he exceeded expectations and played a key role in the passing of the Ryan White Care Act, a crucial piece of legislation providing services for individuals living with HIV/AIDS in the U.S. Brian White passed away at 18 years old. We have Andrew Flintoff, a cricketer. Whoops, let me find here where we can move this up. Larry Bourgeois, a film dancer and choreographer. Janine Turner, an actress whose shows as Northern Exposures, Cliffhanger, and Friday Night Lights. And Judge Apatow, 57 years old, a prominent American director, producer, screenwriter, and comedian, renowned for his contributions in comedy films and television series. He was the founder of Apatow Production, produced and directed numerous successful films, including The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, and Trainwreck. He has also developed TV shows like Freaks and Geeks and Girls. His extensive body of work has gained him multiple award nominations, including Primetime Emmy Awards, Writer Guild of American Awards, and a Golden Globe Award. And Fallout Dave says, gotta head out again, but I'm glad I got to catch some of the stream. I hope to see you next stream. You have a wonderful rest of your day, Dave, and thank you for stopping by. I really, really appreciate that. You guys, I'm going to mute myself for a second. I have got to clear my throat and I don't want you to have to hear it. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Thank you so much. It is sinus season and there's craziness everywhere. Craziness everywhere. Oh, we have Stephen Wright, a stand up comedian, Stephanie Scott, an actress, Willie Cox, an actor. He did the voice of Underdog in the Underdog TV series. KK Rosberg or Kiki Rosberg, a Finnish racing driver. Jo Beth Williams, 76 years old today, an accomplished American actress known for her roles in films such as Kramer versus Kramer, Stir Crazy, Poltergeist, The Big Chill, and Teachers. She received 3 Emmy Award nominations for her work in TV movies, series like Adam, Baby M, and Frasier. She also directed the short film On Hope, which earned her an Academy Award nomination. She served as president of the Screen Actors Guild Foundation and held recurring roles in TV series like Dexter and Private Practice. The next stream, the next Morning Musing stream will be Thursday. The next stream that I'm doing is tomorrow night, well, is tonight at 8 p.m., our 12 movies of Christmas. But my next Morning Musings is going to be on Thursday. That's scheduled. I might do some, just streams, while we're gone. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Um, so that is about it. We have Eva Curie, a journalist and pianist. She wrote a biography of her mother, Madame Curie. Tiffany Tang is an actress. Otto Graham is an American football player, died at 82 years old. He was a quarterback who played for the Cleveland Browns in the All-American Football Conference and the National Football League for 10 seasons. He's known as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He led the Browns to multiple league championships with an impressive record of 175 wins, 17 losses, and 4 ties. They no longer can have ties in football. So he holds various NFL records, including the highest career winning percentage for the NFL starting quarterback. He later transitioned into coaching, leaving a lasting legacy in football world before he retired in 1984. Yes, so Stephen Wright was a very deadpan comedian, and yes. What do you add to dehydrated water? Pierre de Fermat um, died 57 years old. A French mathematician, he made significant contributions to infinitesimal calculus and the adequality technique. He devised a method for determining the maximum and minimum values of curved lines, similar to differential calculus. His work also encompassed analytic geometry, probability, and optics. He is well known for the Fermat's principle of light propagation and his last theorem in number theory, famously written in the margin of Diophantus's Arithmetica. Oh, so he wrote his last theorem in number theory in a book, a math book. Beyond his mathematical endeavors, he also practiced law at the Parliament of Toulouse, France. Pierre de Fermat, 57 years old, mathematician. And Connie says that you have a lot of stories to tell in your work endeavors in the bar and restaurant. I have had seen people eat like 3/4 of their steak, and then, the manager comes by to ask how it is or what, how everything was, and they go, "Oh, this steak was undercooked or overcooked," or something like that, and then wanting the, manager to take it off their bill or, give them a new one. It's like, "Well, you ate 3/4 of it." If I eat my steak and if it's overcooked, if I cut into it and it's overcooked, I'm like, I wait for the waitress to come back and say, "This is overcooked." You cannot undercook my steak, so that's why I don't say that because I like my steaks blue rare. Um, that's another controversy that people have. Um, but so usually my steaks are overcooked. If it's medium, it's overcooked. We have a Bobby Van, an actor, Miley Davis, and actress Timothy F. Cahill, a former footballer, Lindsay Price, an actress, Susie Wolf, a racing driver, Jasprit Bumrah, a cricketer, Alicia Machado, an actress, Colleen Haskell, an actress, and Ira Gershwin. Ira Gershwin, 86 years old, when he passed away, an accomplished American lyricist known for his collaboration with his brother George Gershwin. They created iconic songs together and wrote numerous Broadway shows and classic songs like I Got Rhythm and Embraceable You. After George's passing, Ira continued to excel in songwriting. He partnered with other composers to produce more hits. His book, Lyrics on Several Occasions, is highly regarded for its insight into the art of lyric writing during the golden age of American popular song. And Sci-Fi says, I love Gershwin. Yes, I do too. We have George Montalban, the second Marquis of Milford Haven, a military leader, and Geoffrey Hinton. Geoffrey Hinton is 77 years old, a prominent computer scientist and cognitive psychologist known for his groundbreaking work in artificial neural networks. He co authored a seminal paper on the backpropagation algorithm in 1986, which significantly advanced multi-layer neural networks. He was instrumental in developing the AlexNet for image recognition, a significant achievement in computer vision. Alongside Yeshaya Bengio and Yan LeCun, his work in deep learning earned them the prestigious Turing Award. He is a leading figure in the deep learning community, advocating for responsible AI development and addressing potential risks associated with artificial intelligence. Jeffrey Hinton, 77 years old today. Happy birthday. Shayez Iyer, a cricketer, Karl of Nosgard, a Norwegian writer, and Nick Park, an animator, 66 years old. He is from England. He is a filmmaker and animator famous for his iconic characters such as Wallace and Gromit, Shaun the Sheep, I love them both, and Chicken Run. He has received multiple prestigious awards, including 4 Academy Awards and 5 BAFTA Awards. His expertise in stop motion animation has established him as a leading figure in the field, resulting in a partnership with Aardman Animations and establishing him as a cultural figure in the UK. Elizabeth II recognized his contributions to the animated film industry by awarding him the Order of British something. I mean, the CBC. What is the CBC? What is CBE? I'm going to have to look that up. CBE. I used to know them. Uh, well, no, it's not that one. Let's look here. What is it? The CBE, there's so many different. Okay, we have the MBE, Member of Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. We have the OBE, the Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. The CBE, Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. The KBE or the DBE, Knight or Dame Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. We're not going to say British Empire, all that. Then we have the GBE, the Knight or Knight or Dame of the Grand Cross. And then we have the GBE is Grand Cross, Knight or Dame of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. So he is a commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. The British Empire, a term we're not heard in many ways. I knew that, but I did not know they have different levels. It looks like there's there's five levels, and he is the third. The so he's the knight is the highest. Knight commander is second, and then commander is next. Then officer is fourth, and member is fifth. So he is uh, third up there in ranking, I guess. I can hear Bill and Ted now. Excellent. Yes, the British Empire is not a term we have heard in many years. Say hello to everybody. Hi, everybody. That man says hello. Okay, okay. I need to remember because chat remind me to go pick up um remind me to go pick up Dadman from the car place because I'll forget. Sort of people CMG, call me God, KCMG, kindly call me God, GCM, GMG, God calls me God. Oh, goodness gracious. We have a Robbie Gould, an American football player. He's known for a successful career as a place kicker. He played for the Chicago Bears, New York Giants, San Francisco 49ers for over 18 seasons. He earned numerous accolades, including first team All Pro, Pro Bowl honors. He holds the record for the most accurate place kicker in NFL history and never missed a field goal or extra point attempt in the postseason. So that means playoff and championship games. He never missed a point, a field goal, or extra point. He is also the 10th all-time leading scorer in NFL history. Robbie Gould, the 42 years old today. I have two numbers on my page, and I did the wrong one. We have Alfred Eisenstadt, a German-born American photographer and photojournalist, best known for his contributions to Life magazine. He started his photography career in Germany and eventually became a staff photographer for Life in the United States. Eisenstadt was acclaimed for his captivating cover photos and more than 2,500 published photo stories. His talent lay in capturing pivotal moments and notable individuals using a modest 35 Leica camera and natural lighting, resulting in candid and lasting images. Yoshihide Suga, a prime minister, Coco Vandeweghe, a tennis player, August von Mackenstein, a military leader, Katie Albert, actress, model, and singer, Ravindra Jadeja, a cricketer. I hope Sashi's okay. We haven't seen him today. Joseph Louis Guy Lussac. Joseph Louis Gay-Lussac, a prominent French chemist and a physicist, he made groundbreaking discoveries and contributions to science. He collaborated with Alexander von Humboldt to determine the composition of water and formulated important laws related to gases. His research on alcohol water mixtures led to the creation of the internationally recognized Gay-Lussac scale for measuring alcoholic beverages. His work continues to have lasting impact on the scientific community. So he discovered that water is made of 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. And yes, Snortopoopas is too funny. Absolutely. We have Stormy Henley, a teen USA. Nick Bockwinkel. Nick Bockwinkel passed away at 80 years old. He had a thriving 34-year career in professional wrestling. He notably excelled in the AWA, American Wrestling Association, from the 70s to the 80s. He initially started as a babyface wrestler in various regions and then joined the AWA in 1970 and swiftly rose to become a prominent main event heel. So I think the babyface was kind of like a naive, innocent persona, and the heel was a jerk. Um, Yarwich Live, thank you for coming by. Get some good coffee and get ready for your stream. It's going to happen in about 15 minutes. So when we get done with this, I'll put a link for both Sci-Fi Mommy and Yarn Witch's streams, which are both happening at noon. Go check them out. Open both tabs, flip back and forth and watch them. Put them both on. Listen to them, one out of the left ear, one out of the right ear. They're both fun, both good to listen to. So go check them both out. Throughout his career, he secured the AWA World Tag Team Championship 3 times and the AWA World Heavyweight Championship 4 times. He's renowned for his technical skills, in-ring psychology, and eloquent promos. He is revered as one of the most accomplished heel championships in wrestling history. He's received inductions into multiple Wrestling Hall of Fame to honor his contributions to the sport. Oh, so Sci-Fi is doing her stream at 1 today. They got a work meeting. I haven't checked the links yet. So, hello, Subi720. How are you this morning? Hope you're doing well. So, Yarn Witch is at 12, and then I'll go ahead and put the Galactic Cafe up for you to be ready to see it at 1 o'clock. Our next person is Carlos Takam, a professional boxer. Patrick Bachot is a Belgian actor. He is 86 years old today. He has been in he's been in movies like A View to the Kill, The Rapture, and Panic Room. And in TV, he has been in The Pretender and House. I remember him in The Pretender, a fantastic series. I really, really enjoyed it. And he does have a strong presence and talent to embody all the diverse characters that he has played. So, Patrick Bachau, 86 years old today. Peter Handrake, a German language writer. Patsy Takamoto Mink was a trailblazing American attorney and politician. She is celebrated for her dedication to advancing women's rights and education. She holds the distinction of being the first woman of color and the first Asian American woman elected to Congress. Over her 24-year tenure in the U.S. House of Representatives, she championed influential legislation such as Early Childhood Education Act and the Title IX Amendment of the Higher Education Act. Her impactful contributions extended beyond her congressional service. She also played a key role in federal government appointments and leadership roles within political organizations. She passed away at 74 years old. Peter Buck, 68 years old, a versatile American musician and songwriter, known for his role as co-founder and lead guitarist of the alternative rock band REM. He is skilled in playing instruments like the banjo and mandolin, and he contributed to various REM songs. Throughout his careers with REM and in his solo endeavors, he has been involved in numerous side projects, groups, and collaborations, showcasing his talent as a record producer and session musician. Peter Buck, 68 years old. And you are welcome, Yarn Witch. See, who do we have here next? Let's flip the page. We have Max Mueller, scholarship, a scholar. Lucia Lucia Richker, a professional boxer and kickboxer, Anne Skelly, an actress, William S. Hart, an actor, Diazane Allison Maduka, a politician, first woman who served as president of OPEC, Donnell Rawlings, a comedian, John S. Mosby, a Confederate Army Cavalry Battalion commander, Craig Newark, an internet entrepreneur, 72 years old today. He is from America and he founded Craigslist. Before starting Craigslist, he worked in computer programming roles in IBM, Bank of America, and Charles Schwab. He was the CEO of Craigslist in 2000, where he played a key role in its expansion. In 2015, he created Craig Newark Philanthropies to back charitable initiatives. He has made notable contributions to the tech industry and philanthropy throughout his career. Craigslist is a site where you can list items you want to sell or give away or anything like that, and people in your community can reach out to you to buy them or get them. So very interesting. Paul Duffy, a mixed martial artist. Andrea Agnelli, an entrepreneur and business person. William II of the Netherlands, former king. Bill Lawrence, a screenwriter, 50 years old. He is a television producer, screenwriter, and director known for creating popular series such as Scrubs and co-creating shows like Cougar Town, Spin City, Ted Lasso, and Clone High. He's worked at various other successful shows such as The Nanny and A Boy Meets World. His production company, Dozer, cleverly incorporates a wordplay on his middle name, which showcases his creativity both on and off the screen. So, Bill Lawrence, 54 years old today. Colin Salmon, 62 years old today, an English actor known for his versatile roles in film and television. He has played iconic characters in James Bond films and in the Resident Evil series. His diverse career spans various genres and he's also appeared in top popular TV shows like Doctor Who, Merlin, Arrow, and The Musketeers. He has played General Zod in Krypton and lent his voice and likeness to the character Agent Carson in the video game Blood and Truth. In 2023, he joined the cast of EastEnders. So, Colin Salmon, 62 years old today. We have Joyce Kilmer, a writer. Ulrich Thompson, a filmmaker and actor. Frederic Bazille, a French painter. Lynn Fontaine, an actress. Henrik Gorecki, a composer. Sadar Jeparov, a president of Kyrgyzstan, and Arnon Milchan, 78 years old, an Israeli billionaire businessman and film producer. He is recognized for his contribution to over 130 full-length motion pictures. He founded Regency Enterprises, a successful production company responsible for films such as 12 Years a Slave, JFK, Heat, Fight Club, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He has been nominated for 2 Academy Awards for Best Picture. And this is cool. He has a background as former Israeli intelligence operative. So he went from a spy to a film producer. Okie dokie. George Burling, a fighter pilot. Jack Thor, a screenwriter and a writer. And we have Charles Martin Hall, 51 years old, an American inventor, businessman, and chemist known for the groundbreaking invention of an inexpensive method for producing aluminum in 1886. This invention revolutionized the industry, making aluminum the first metal to achieve widespread use since the discovery of iron. He was the key founder of Alcoa, playing a pivotal role in establishing the company alongside other notable individuals. His innovative contributions to the production of aluminum cemented his legacy as a pioneer in the field of metallurgy and industrial development. So we have some hellos. Oh, let me change the page here. We have Sergio Corbucci, a film director. George Monk, first Duke of Almaro, a soldier. Kevin Cash, a baseball player. Tessa Kennedy, an interior designer. Nicolas Harnoncourt, a conductor. Sophia Carberg, a pop singer-songwriter. Joseph Boganem, one of the greatest Muay Thai fighters. He is 35 years old. He is a accomplished Muay Thai fighter, kickboxer, and mixed martial artist from Morocco and Belgium. He holds numerous championships from renowned organizations such as Lumpini Stadium, Rajadamnern Stadium, Omnoy Stadium, WMC, WBC, ISKA, WKN, WAKO, Thai Fight, Max Muay Thai, and IBF. He is currently training at Petchaman's Gym in Thailand and is focusing on refining his skills and preparing for upcoming competitions. His dedication and talent have established him as one of the leading fighters in the world of combat sports. Yosef Bogamnim, 35 years old today. And Penny says, I'm so cold. It's a 31 right now with a high of 39. Brr. That's all I can say is brr. It's 50 here and I want to bundle up. We have Jens Pulver, another mixed martial artist. Sabrina Wazani, an actress. Tony Lazzari, a baseball player. Ron Canoli, a singer. Gunnar Madrell, an economist. Michelle Shafra, an actress. Bruce Neumann, a sculptor. Sir Edmund Andros, a colonial official. Barbara Radziwill, a queen. Paul DeMann, a literary critic. Kathy Chow, a veteran actress in Hong Kong. Eleanor Holm, a competitive swimmer and Olympic gold medalist. Zeki Müren, a Turkish singer of legendary status. Tommy Wirkola, a film director and screenwriter, and Joe Fraser, a British artistic gymnast, 26 years old. He's made history by becoming the first British gymnast to win gold in the European all around and parallel bars event. He is also a world champion in the parallel bars and has secured multiple team medals in the European Artistic Gymnastic Championships. His success extended to the Commonwealth Games, where he clinched 3 gold medals in team, pommel horse, and parallel bars events. He demonstrates his exceptional talent and dedication to the sport. And he is 26 years old. We have Lala Kremarenko, a rhythmic gymnast. Agnes Madison, an economist. Cynthia Dicker, a model. Susanna Moody, 81 years old when she passed away, a Canadian author famous for her writings about the experience of settlers in Canada during its time as a British colony. Her compelling narratives offer insight into the trials and victories of life in the Canadian wilderness. Her works feature keen observations, vivid descriptions, and profound reflections on the social and natural landscapes of the early colonial Canada. Her influence on subsequent writers and her impact on the literary discourse of her era were significant. Oh, Demon, wow, that is a far cry from the boxer, Fraser. Yes, you are absolutely right. And then we have Akawa Shumei, who is a Japanese writer. Those are our birthdays today, and we wish them all a very, very happy birthday. Now that we have celebrated birthdays, let's see what's going on in the world or has gone in the world on this day in the past. So we have in 2022, James Cameron's Avatar: The Way of the Water premiered in London. It was released 13 years after Avatar: The Way of the Water is the second of 5 films set in Cameron's Avatar universe. I have one question. Why? 2017, science discovered the most distant supermassive black hole. And also in 2017, Starbucks opened its largest cafe in the world in Shanghai at 29,000 square feet, which is half the size of a baseball field. Excuse me, I'm trying to put some stuff in order. Here we go. 2010, the first edition of The Birds of America by John James Audubon was auctioned at Sotheby's, London. It sold for 7,321,250 pounds, which took any book at auction. A 6-day siege began in London when an IRA unit took a couple of hostages in their flat while fleeing the police in 1975. In 69, the Altamont Free Concert occurred. 300,000 people attended this concert in California, which featured the Rolling Stones. However, the concert turned violent, resulting in 3 deaths and numerous injured. 23, Hasbro was founded as Hassenford Brothers in Providence, Rhode Island. It started as a company to sell textile remnants. If you guys would like to support me, I saw this popped up on Twitch, so I thought I'd throw it over here on YouTube also. You can visit my Ko-fi page and support the channel if you would like to. 1921, the Anglo-Irish treaty, name we cannot pronounce, says Habro has ruined our childhood. Did I ever finish that statement? Let me go back there. Yes, it started as a company to sell textile remnants. Okay. In 1921, the Anglo-Irish Treaty was signed. This treaty resulted in Ireland receiving dominion status and concluded the Irish War of Independence. The treaty included an opportunity for Northern Ireland to withdraw from the Irish Free State, which it took. In 1917, Finland declared its independence from the Russian Empire. Prior to this, Finland was the Grand Principality of Finland, an autonomous state within the empire. With the abdication of Russia's Tsar during the February Revolution, Finland believed they were no longer bound to the Russian Empire and decided to strike out on their own. On December 18th, the Soviet Union finally recognized Finland's independence. In 1862, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln ordered the hanging of 39 Santee Sioux Indians. In 1849, Harriet Tubman escaped from slavery. When she escaped her plantation in Maryland, she followed the North Star for 90 miles on foot until she reached Philadelphia. She went on to establish the Underground Railroad and freed over 300 slaves. In 1735, Claudius Ammian performed the first recorded appendectomy at St. George's Hospital in London. In 1060, Bela I was crowned King of Hungary. And our fun fact of the day from thefactsite.com, brought to you by thefactsite.com. And the penny, it looks like, agrees with the name that we cannot pronounce, that Hasbro has ruined our childhood. And here is our fun fact for the day. In 1940, Haiti McDowell became the first Black woman to receive an Oscar, but she had to accept it in the hotel back room because she was not allowed at the award ceremony into the hotel where it was being um, where it was at because of her race. Kind of a slap in the face. And now we're going to go straight into something meaningful here. We're doing shoe memes because it is Put On Your Own Shoes Day. And here are our memes for today. If loving shoes is a crime, I'm looking for life without a parole. I'm not quite there yet, but I would probably get 30 years for the amount of Vans that I own. I know it hurt you I know I've hurt you in the past, but I've changed. Uh, yeah, no, you haven't. You're still the same price. You haven't changed at all. Don't lie to me, you lying shoe. When you don't want your enemies tracking you, oh my gosh, those have got to be the most uncomfortable shoes ever. That is too funny. Anyone noticed that it was wrong because of the depth of the imprint, but I think those are interesting. Sneak 100. I had to look at this one for a while. And then I realized, wait a minute, that guy has a cast on one of his legs, and they drew a picture of the sneaker on his cast. I think that's quite clever myself. The fact that she's wearing boots without socks bothers me more than the boots being clear. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think wearing those boots with cool, funky socks, a lot of socks have the decorations on the foot part and not necessarily on the top part where you would see it. I think those would be cute to wear with some funky socks. They're probably uncomfortable as all get out, though. It's called fashion, sweetie. Look it up. Yeah, I want to wear pigeon shoes. It's called You Look Really Stupid, Woman, in my opinion. If you like them, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you like them. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't get them. Shoes, should I buy more shoes? My wallet, no. My friends, no. The universe, no. Me, I'm going to go buy more shoes. I thought I was poor because I had no shoes until my friend showed up wearing these, and I suddenly realized things could be much, much worse. They almost kind of look like a beach shoe, like a tennis shoe. Very odd looking, very odd looking shoes. Loafers. Oh, can I have some loafers, please? I guess if you got hungry enough, you could eat your shoes. Puts a whole new light on the Charlie Chaplin scene where he was eating his shoes. A teenage mutant ninja loafers, heroes on the shoe shelf. They do look like teenage mutant ninja turtles. Oh goodness. Upstairs neighbor's favorite shoes. Oh gosh, sometimes I feel that when I lived under someone, it was like, oh my god, horrible, horrible. When I lived above someone, I tried to walk so quiet, especially in the evening hours. If I knew that during the day, I will be honest, I wasn't as careful unless I knew that they worked nights. and that they were asleep during the day. If your dad wore shoes like this when you were growing up, you have siblings you've never met. I'm a sly one. A horseshoe. It's fashion, darling, fashion. It's not that I need more shoes, but they keep making them in my size. Put a pair of Vans there and that would be neat, not high heels. No, no, no. Your expensive shoes make good chew toys. Nopers, nopers, nopers. And that was our memes for the day, everybody. So I guess we're going straight into promotions because it's 2 hours and 11 minutes into the show, 12:11 in my neck of the woods. And so we're going to go straight ahead and say our goodbye, start our goodbye. First off, I'm going to end the poll. What shoes do you like best? We have 14 votes. And sneakers, tennis shoes is in the lead. Barefoot is second. Sandals and flip flops is third. And dress shoes is fourth. Thank you, all 14 people who participated in that poll. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. So, morning musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. That being said, I am not going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. We are going to be out of town. I will start these streams again on Thursday. So come by then to watch the next morning musings. But wait, I am going to be doing some stuff before then. Tonight at 8 p.m., we are going to be reviewing the 1951 Christmas Carol starring Alastair Sim by me, I mean me, and Dadman Walking 55. That's tonight at 8 p.m. on my channel. So come by and check it out. Also, on Saturday at noon, we will be reviewing The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. When I come back on Wednesday at 8, it will be Elf. Thursday, I'll be puttering around in Lego Fortnite at 5 p.m. Thursday at 8 p.m. on Dadman Walking's channel, he will be doing the movie review of Battleship with Daisy Blossom Flower Child. Friday at 10 p.m., we are going to be reviewing Krampus, a Christmas horror film with our friend Agent Atwood. So that is Friday the 13th at 10 p.m. I thought that was extremely appropriate. Saturday at noon, we're going to be doing kids' Christmas movies, including Rudolph, Small One, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and many more. I have impromptu build streams and just regular streams. The blocking out the boredom streams and other streams, you can find out when they are if you follow me on Twix, Discord, or Threads. If you would like to support my channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee at the link that I just put in the chat, or you can check out my creator wish list on Throne. Both of the addresses are Mrs.DadmanWalking55. If you got mail and would like to send it to us, you can send it to the Post Office Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. My streams at youtube.com at Mrs.DadmanWalking55, Twitch at Mrs. Dadman Walking, no punctuation, no numbers. My social media, Twix at MDadmanWalking, Threads at Mrs. DadmanWalking55, no punctuation. And at Discord, Mrs. Dadman Walking, no punctuation, no numbers. Go over to Discord, do a friend request. I will accept that friend request. And if you want to join my server, accept the invite that I send. If you don't want to join my server, don't accept the invite. But yes, those are the areas where we will have communication. And Dadman has said that we will probably do an OG fortnight later today. So, yes. Um, okay, sorry, I had to get this link here. So, go over to Yarn Witch Live when we're done with this stream, which will just be in a second, and tell her that uh, I sent you, that the missus sent you. I am going to get here to put the link for Sci-Fi Mommy's Galactic Cafe, which is going to be at 1 p.m. today. So I'm just going to put this in here so that you can have the link. To join them at 1 o'clock. Oh, I'm at 281 subs now. Thank you very much, Dadman, for letting me know. So here is the link for Yarn Witch, Yarn Witch Live, who's playing Demonology. She is streaming right now at 1 o'clock. Sci-Fi Mommy is going to stream, and there is her link right there. On that note, I am going to say, see you next time. Be kind, show love. Remember, you're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed each night with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. when we are going to be reviewing the Alastair Sim 1951 A Christmas Carol. I'm trying to get that link here so I can throw that one up also. So let me see if I can get that one here real quick. Buppy boppy doppy doppy da, boppy da. Here it is, and we're going to share this link. I'm just going to throw it in there. I'm not going to type anything else up. So here is a link for our review tonight. Be able to go over there, set that notification. And everyone, I will see you later, and you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.